So, good morning, sir. So, how do you see the division of left liberal intellectuals and Dalit intellectuals on the response to the Ambedkar controversy, Ambedkar cartoons controversy in NCERT textbook?
No, I have been following this discussion on Ambedkar's cartoon in the NCERT textbooks, and I was really surprised that there is this very sharp divide between the left liberal intellectuals and the Dalits. In fact, these two groups have taken entirely different positions on this issue. So I was really surprised by this sharp divide. And if there is anything to be said about this controversy, I think the most striking feature of this controversy is the position taken by the liberal and the left intellectuals, and especially those who are part of the making of these textbooks. And so this position is kind of really shocking to me. So let us outline what is the position of the liberal left intellectuals on this controversy. Broadly, what are they saying? And what are the one or two Dalit intellectuals and other Dalit activists are saying? So what are the two different kinds of views, and why there is this division between these two kinds of viewpoints? On the one hand, the liberal left, broadly liberal left intellectuals, except one or two, most of them, mainly the academics based in Delhi, argue that NCERT textbooks represent a pedagogic revolution, and they are revolutionary. They are very different from the earlier kind of textbooks. First time these textbooks provide space for Ambedkar, provide space for kind of critical kind of thinking. So these are very different kind of textbooks, and these textbooks contribute to critical thinking and cultivating critical thinking among the children. I think this is the broad viewpoint. So because they are innovative, they contribute to critical thinking, any opposition, any criticism of these textbooks amounts to curtailing freedom of expression, curtailing amounts to certain kind of censorship. So they would argue, but because these textbooks are so good, textbooks are creative, as Panikkar would call it, pedagogic revolution. So anybody who opposes, anybody raises some objections to these textbooks, so by their own logic, would be objecting to this revolution. So they are very disturbed by this opposition or criticism from Dalits or any other section about these textbooks. So I'm really puzzled by this kind of response, that you prepared textbooks, and you also said that these textbooks are open for discussion. Feedback is welcome. You can change, you can suggest changes, you can discuss, debate, and in the next edition we will carry the changes and all that. But you really react by saying that there is nothing wrong with these textbooks. These are revolution itself, and so anyone opposes these kind of textbooks are anti-revolution. I think that is where I think one should locate this tension between the Dalit intellectuals and the liberal left intellectuals, because they have taken such a non-negotiable, undemocratic position that these are revolutionary kinds of textbooks, and there is no debate possible on this. And whether it is about cartoons, whether it is about the content. So it looks like, for me, who followed this discussion in the blog and Kafila, it looks as though that these textbooks are sacrosanct and you cannot touch. Though there are different kinds, some people say that okay, this is allowed, this is not allowed, but broadly this is the strong opinion. In fact, after Mandal, I see that this is the first time that the left liberals, from Gandhians to the Marxists to other ML groups, so broadly the liberal left intelligentsia came together unanimously in response to the Dalit criticism, to say that the textbooks are good and textbooks are revolutionary and there is nothing wrong with the textbooks. And until now I did not come across a single scholar from the liberal left groups. No, if I am wrong, I have not come across single intellectuals who intellectual who clearly made this point that if there is a problem with this cartoon, we would like to rethink about this cartoon while retaining the rest of the textbooks. So if there is any Dalit objection, we want to discuss this objection. We want to think about this objection. So I have not seen anyone saying this. Simply they want to turn this objection raised by Dalits into a controversy about the NCERT textbooks, a controversy about a pedagogic revolution being stopped by the government. So the government's intervention, government's banning, government's censorship comes later. The controversy began with the RPI raising an objection. Then in Parliament, Tirumawal raising an objection. Then now many Dalit scholars raising an objection. So the problem with the liberal left response is that they don't want to address this criticism. They want to talk about how state is censoring the textbooks, how there is an autonomy for NCERT, and these textbooks are revolutionary in content. These textbooks provided space for Ambedkar for the first time, and so these all arguments may be correct, but the Dalit objection is also very important, and that has to be addressed. So there is the tension developed because the left wants to be silent on the controversy and defend the textbooks, showing the state as the main enemy, that the state is censoring and the parliamentarians are bad people. So let us all save the textbooks. So in fact you have online petitions and campaigns saying that save the NCERT textbooks. So Dalits are not saying NCERT textbooks are wrong and all these textbooks are not pedagogically innovative and these are different from the earlier textbooks and so on. So they are saying there is something wrong with the way that Ambedkar was represented in that court, and maybe the way that the very attempt to represent Ambedkar is a problem. So this is the issue that they are raising. Because this issue was not addressed or taken into consideration, not while making the textbook, even today they are not willing to acknowledge publicly that we want to rethink this. If there is a problem, we want to rethink this. So by not acknowledging this, they are actually providing scope for the state to intervene. In fact, I would accuse the liberal and left intellectuals to provide a chance for the state to intervene and ban and censor and kill the pedagogic revolution if the textbook represents a revolution. So in fact, use these liberal left intellectuals by their own response. Simply they would have responded by saying, even the people who prepared those textbooks, Subhash Palsekar and Subhash Palsekar and who is the other one? Yogendra Yadav. So both of them are known for their generally liberal views, and they are people who have been arguing for the Dalit cause and so on. So they should have been the first ones to say that we want to rethink the inclusion of this cartoon, and if the Dalits are upset, we want to withdraw this cartoon. That would have saved the textbooks. But by not saying that, they allowed the state to intervene and create this controversy. So there are several issues in this controversy. The controversy is not about withdrawing the textbooks. It's not about censoring the textbooks. It's not only about the textbooks are criticizing other politicians and so on, and they're critical and so on and so on. So this is also about Dalit objection to some particular aspects of the textbooks. So you cannot collapse all these issues into state censorship. So what the liberal left intelligentsia, historically they always do, whenever Dalits raise a single issue, you collapse into something like that imperialism is important or state censorship is important. So when the state is responding, we don't want to respond to anything else. So I think this argument the Dalit activists and scholars will not accept. You have to really address the Dalit concern. So I think that is why there is this tension between the Dalit view and the liberal left. The liberal left intellectuals and scholars, they are silent on what the Dalits are raising. They are not silent, and so far they have not successfully, convincingly answered to the points that the Dalits are raising, except saying that Ram Atwale group is a fundamentalist group or anarchist group, or Dalit parliamentarians or even the other parliamentarians, and they don't know anything about textbooks, and they are kind of doing vote bank politics. So this will not do. It is true that we know that all the politicians are doing vote bank politics. We know that all these Dalit organizations also mobilize Dalits through popular causes, through rousing sentiments and so on. So apart from that, both the central government and the parliament and the RPI, they know that there is a Dalit constituency. There is a large Dalit public who will respond to a controversy related to Ambedkar, a problem related to controversy. So if that is the context, as liberal left intellectuals, so why don't you also see that there is a Dalit constituency which is reacting to this controversy? So what is your answer? Your answer simply would have been, if you are not happy with this representation, we would like to rethink. And you should have been even ready to withdraw this part. That would have saved the textbooks, and you could have tried to think of different ways of introducing Ambedkar. So obviously there is a problem with the way that you want to introduce and represent Ambedkar. I think that is the key issue.